Hi everybody, happy Not Nano Day 2. We're gonna start today with some very exciting mail. So have you heard of Book of the Month Club? This is not sponsored, but one of the YouTubers I watch, Bella, I'll tag her in the description. She did do a sponsored video with Book of the Month Club. And so I was kind of checking it out and I was like, I don't really need even more books. I already have so many books I need to read, which we're gonna do a video on that later. But Book of the Month was doing a really special promo where you could get a hat and a book for like $5. So we had to do it, obviously. So let's tear into this. Let's see if I can figure out how. So the book I got is The Second Chance Cinema, which just sounds right up my alley. It's like supposed to be very lightly magical. It's not really a fantasy book, like with all the world building and the supercontinents, but it is lightly magical, which kind of reminds me of my Project Star stuff, although there really isn't any magic in that book, but the concept is somewhat magical. But so it says, an engaged couple discovers a magical movie theater that challenges what they know about themselves and each other in this captivating debut brimming with nostalgia and life-affirming wonder. So it sounds like this is gonna be slightly happier than my book, which is totally fine. But it just sounded so good. And I can't believe I got this for $5 and I got the hat. So what do you think? I am indeed an unreliable narrator. That is absolutely factual. I actually don't really know if I like hats on me. I haven't worn hats since I was like in middle school and I don't really know if I like it or not, but I couldn't resist getting a hat that literally says unreliable narrator when like I have called myself that for so long. So anyway, this is my little Book of the Month haul. I will be getting one more box. That was one of the agreements of getting the $5 box, is you had to stay on for at least one regular month. So I guess I'm getting more books, very exciting. So I will share that in December. But yeah, for this vlog, I figured I would try to do more of a reading vlog. And I'll sprinkle in the writing as I can. So I don't know if I'm gonna read this. I still have You Exist Too Much to read, so I might start with that, try to finish that book. And then I do have a library book called When Women Were Dragons. It was recommended by my friend Georgia, who I will also tag below. She makes great vlogs. And it just sounded really good. So I do need to get that read so I can get it back to the library on time. So anyway, so You Exist Too Much, When Women Were Dragons, The Second Chance Cinema. Good morning, everybody. It is officially November 1st. We are starting. It's a little bit early. It's actually not that bad. It's almost 8. But it feels early because last night was Halloween, so we were all up eating candy and watching Hocus Pocus. So yeah, it's the first day of the November challenge, and I will admit I am feeling a little nervous. The pressure to write, almost 2,000 words a day feels like a lot. I mean, most of my chapters so far are not even 2,000 words. So like, this is like more than a chapter a day. Like, oh, I don't know. So I'm definitely feeling the pressure. So I want to find a way to add in some more fun again, because, because it has to be fun or I won't do it. I have ADHD. That's how it works. So I don't know exactly what I'm going to do. I'm sure there are lots of other author tubers out there who are doing live streams today. I might even do a live stream. But maybe I'll find some people to connect with. I have a friend who is a book coach. I'll tag them below. It's Caitlin Liz Fisher. And maybe I'll reach out to them and see if they're writing today. I don't know if they're doing the November challenge, but anyway, I am nervous. I think I just need to treat this like any other writing day. Like, instead of thinking, oh my gosh, I have to hit almost 2,000 words every single day for the next 30 days. Like, that feels like a lot. Instead, I think I have to go into it with, I get to write my book every day. You know, that mindset shift has always helped me. Like, I have to I get to. Like, how fortunate am I? How lucky am I that I have time and energy and ideas to write a book, you know? Speaking of which, I've never had a plot before. I have wanted to write fiction for so long, but I have never been able to think of a good plot. Right? All I ever get are these like really intense characters that I want to write, but I don't know what they're going to do. This book is the first time I've ever had a plot in my head, and I'm like kind of obsessed. Oh, and by the way, I know we're like halfway through this video, if not more, but I realized I haven't introduced myself. Hi, hello, my name is Megan. I am a published author. I wrote the book Welcome to AuDHD, about what it's like to be both autistic and ADHD as an adult. I am currently working on Project Star Stuff, which is a fiction novel all about the astrological signs who wake up on Earth one day and have to figure out how to get back to the astral plane. I've been describing it as an anti-romantasy because it has some of those fantasy and romance setups, but it doesn't really follow the beats the way that you would expect. Okay, I have probably procrastinated with my yapping long enough. I think it's time to write. Warm-up sprint, and let's see how many words I got 282 words, and they're really cute words and it makes me really happy, so that's good. I think I've got a good setup for this chapter. I think that's the intimidating part. I know some people really like to finish their sprints or whatever they're working on that day. They want to finish a chapter, that way they can start clean next time. I think I'm the opposite. I need to start mid-chapter so that I know where I'm going when I sit down and start. When I have to stare at a blank chapter screen, I like, no. So yeah, I had to get up and get my kiddo some tea, but otherwise he is just enjoying his morning. My daughters are still asleep, so I think I'm gonna try to hit like 500, 750 words this morning before everybody needs me. Okay, I'm gonna be super real with you. I definitely spent most of that block looking up vinyl record players because I discontinued my Spotify account because Spotify started running ads for ICE, which, if you're not in the US, is a domestic terrorist organization that has been like rounding up citizens, non-citizens, everybody, whoever they want. It's been really bad, and Spotify decided to run recruitment ads for ICE, which is just like beyond fucked up. So I discontinued my Spotify account and I've been looking for replacements, but honestly, I think I just want to switch to like having vinyl records playing. Like, there's a really beautiful spot in my office for like a table, and I could set my record player on it. And I looked up a bunch of like deluxe edition vinyls that are like really pretty. So anyway, so that's what I spent that block doing, if I'm being honest. So yeah, and now my kids are up and they're being crazy. I snuck away for just a minute to film this real quick, but I guarantee they're gonna burst through that door any minute. So the goal for today is take care of the kiddos. When they all take their nap after lunch, then I am planning to write. Yeah, I guess that's kind of my plan for today. Just write during nap time, and then if I don't hit my 2,000 words, then maybe do some writing after they go to bed for the night too. Or my husband will be home. He's at a football game today with his dad, but he'll be home later. And so maybe when he gets home, I'll just be like, I just need to go write and do my own thing for a little bit, which he would be totally cool about. Anyway, this is a very like scattered vlog because it's a weekend vlog. I usually film during the week when my kids are at daycare, but with my kids home, what I am able to get done is just much more all over the place, and I don't put my kids' faces online, so like I can't film me hanging out with them. So you're just gonna get snippets throughout the day as I sneak into my office to film or to write or whatever.
Where we were in the outlines, because I have not been looking at it or referencing it. I just kind of like in my mind know like what the next big thing is.
Okay, so I don't know how well you can actually see me because the lighting is behind me, so I'm like backlit, but whatever. I am watching Cody the writer. He's doing a live stream for the 1st of November. I'll tag him below. And to be honest, I'm feeling really dysregulated. Because I spent the last like 45 minutes getting actual food into my children's stomachs after all of the candy from Halloween last night, and getting the girls put down to bed and trying to get my older son to take a little quiet time and finish his lunch. And like, I'm just feeling a little frazzled. And I really want to like talk about this a little more because I don't know how many author tubers there are out there who are parents. And it's different. Okay. It's really different. Like I don't have all weekend to like sit in a room and write, or to like go to a coffee shop all day and write necessarily. I do some weekends, like, let's be honest, I have a partner, he's really helpful, so it's fine. But, yeah, I want to be really real with you all about what it's like to be a parent who is trying to write a novel and all this stuff, because I'm just feeling, so there's this concept. Let me explain something real quick, and I have a whole video about this on my other YouTube channel. There's this concept of monotropism. So monotropism is when your brain tends to think in like tunnels, you know, it just like goes really far in one direction. And that's how my brain works. That's how a lot of autistic brains work. And so I am trying to tunnel in on this book, and I just keep getting pulled from side to side by children. And it's hard to tunnel in on children because they're chaotic and always doing a million things. So like part of me is like, I would be happy to just like focus on my kids, except they like are constantly, even when I do focus on my kids, which I do, like, trust me, we play and hang out and all this stuff, obviously, but like, even then, I really can't be monotropic with them because they're still very young. All of my kids are under the age of 6. So, like they don't focus for very long, which is fine. It's just like, I feel like I'm complaining about my children, which is like not what I want this to be. I love my kids so much. I love being a parent. It's just, there are definitely days, especially days when I'm solo parenting, where it is intense and it is dysregulating, and I don't always feel my best. Especially because it's the 1st of November and we're doing the November challenge, and I really wanted to be able to like vlog this and like take you guys along and all this stuff. And I just am feeling really like I'm not doing a good job with the vlog. I feel like I'm rambling right now and all this stuff. So basically, when I'm unable to be monotropic and unable to like just focus on the thing I want to do, then like not only is my attention kind of fractured, but also like my self-esteem gets really messed up, and I'm like, oh, you're stupid and you're not doing a good job at anything. And it, like, being unable to tap into my monotropism like affects all aspects of like my brain and how it works, not just my attention. It also affects like how I feel about myself and stuff. So anyway, this is a little bit of a rambly one. Sorry, that's my kiddo again with the screaming, and it's fine. I'm gonna do my best to get a little more writing done today and do my best to vlog it. And this video is just gonna be what it's gonna be. That's the thing about daily vlogs, is like some of them are gonna be messy and they're gonna be real, and like they're not gonna be polished and perfect. So that is okay. Okay, I had my little crash out. My son is taking quiet time. I think I am also going to take quiet time. I do not feel like I can write right now. I think I need to maybe just read or sleep. I like don't know what I need, but we're gonna try a couple things. I know my tools, I know my skills for when I'm dysregulated. So I'm gonna go put my migraine cap on, which is like a cold compression cap. That really helps me. So I'm gonna go put my migraine cap on. I am going to, what else can I do? I'm gonna turn on, no, I don't need music. I need quiet. I just want it to be quiet. So maybe I'll just put my migraine cap on and read for a little bit. I might read some nonfiction. I'm just like not in the mood for any kind of high stimulation, whether that's sensory or emotional. Like I just want sensory deprivation. I think every mother in the world can relate to this, but especially the autistic moms out there. You feel me. And you know what? I might take a little bit of time to journal as well. I don't think I'm gonna get too deep into my feelings because like I said, I don't need that right now, but like just the act of writing is very tactile and like feels good in a sensory way. So, all right, let's go get the migraine cap. Let's take a little time to journal. And then I have a really great nonfiction book I wanna get back into.